Good morning, bonjour, guys. How are you doing this morning? So, this morning I want to talk about, obviously, about how I was able to lose so much weight and how I was able to maintain my lifestyle throughout the years. In fact, I think, to be completely honest with you, I think I'm aging backwards, even though you can't escape your age, but I feel like as I'm getting older, the more committed I become to working out, the more committed I become to a healthy lifestyle, my body will get better and better. But anyways, let's just start. So I've told this story a lot. So a lot of people who have heard this story before, but something's in my eye, guys. It's driving me crazy. Anyways, so I've told this story before over and over again. So And so I had for those of you guys don't know, even though I have one living son, his name is Champ, his nickname is Champ. Before Champ, I had a son before. It wasn't a miscarriage, it wasn't SIDS or anything like that. I literally carried my child full term, and my child passed away. Maybe one day I will do a video on that. I'm at a point where I can talk about it without crying uncontrollably. Not that it doesn't affect me anymore, but so I had a child. After I had the child, my child passed away. So that's one pregnancy, and then 6 months later, I get pregnant with my son Champ. So that's two pregnancies back to back, and then I was in clinical depression, postpartum depression. I was in a marriage that was verbally, physically abusive. And so I don't know 100% if all of that played a toll on it, but I can imagine it played some toll on my weight gain. On top of that, my ex-husband is from the Virgin Islands, and the man can throw down in the kitchen. So every time he cook, I ate, you know. And what I'm about to say next, I'm going to say a disclaimer. This is not to talk bad about him. This is just to tell my story. He's not exactly a person that was into fitness, the person that's into a healthy lifestyle, so there was no one there to really hold me. If I wasn't holding myself accountable, nobody else was going to hold me accountable. So I was just eating my life away. And nobody around me was telling me anything. In fact, every time I went somewhere, they're like, girl, you're so beautiful, you look good. So I didn't really think anything. And I'm not a scale person. Even if I have a scale in my house, I'm not one of those people that go on a scale a lot. So I had no idea. So one day in 2010, I went out with my best friend, and I was hyped because I had just started going out again because I was a stay-at-home mom. I worked from home, and it was my first night out. And I just went out with my best friend, and we took pictures, and I was so happy to post my pictures on Facebook. I don't think I had my pictures up for 30 seconds. That little heifer sister of mine, my sister Kay in New Jersey, that little heifer, I don't think my picture was up for 30 seconds. She called me, sis. I'm like, what's up, sis? I said, you saw my picture? She said, yeah, girl, sis, I love you, but you're fat. I'm like, what? I look good. Everybody was looking good. These guys were hitting on me, so I know. She's like, no, sis. You have a pretty face and you have a pretty personality. They were hitting on that, but they were not hitting on your body. That's how disrespectful my sister Kay is. My sister Kay is so freaking disrespectful, okay? You know what Cora is to Sarah Jakes Roberts? My sister is Cora Jakes Roberts. She's like, no, sis. I understand you were hit on tonight. But, sweetheart, you have a beautiful personality and a beautiful face. They were hitting on you from their head to your neck. She said they were not hitting on you from your neck down. But, sis, you got some rolls for days. Your face looks like a watermelon. You need to get into gym ASAP. And I was on the phone like, I'm really that bad? Yes, yes, yes. That was my sister. No respect. Just no respect. Guys, she's the most disrespectful person. So I was on the road at the time, so I got home. I walked in. My ex-husband was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing." He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Nothing." I said, "Do I look good?" He said, "Of course you're beautiful." I'm like, "Okay." I go in the bathroom, strip off all my clothes, got on the scale, 180. Guys, I was 130. And I went from 130 to 180. I was like this in the bathroom. Oh, I'm fat. I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, we got to do something. Obviously, I couldn't go back to 130 because that was my 20s weight. And that 130 doesn't look good on me anymore. I look like a crackhead. But, so that's when I decided to get a gym membership at 24 Hour Fitness. And I want to talk about that specifically, 24-hour fitness. I had to pick 24-hour fitness because I was a wife and I was a mother. And at the time, my ex-husband had to get up early and go to work. So I had to find a timeline, a time spot to work out where it didn't affect my family. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. So people who are making excuses, you have kids, you don't have time, you make time for things that are important to you. And I had to make the time. So I got a gym membership at 24-hour fitness specifically because it was 24-hour fitness. That meant I had to work out 3 a.m., between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, work out, get my workout in, and get back home to make sure that my ex-husband can leave because my son was still in the bed sleeping. So if it's important to you, you're going to make time for it. And by the way, guys, I'm not saying it's easy, especially for those of you right now. If you remember, those of you right now who are veterans and working out, if you remember the beginning stages of working out, your body takes a beating. Because your body's like, hello, what's going on? I'm not used to this. Parts of your body you've never used is sore. You're extra tired. And I had stairs to go up. So every time you go up a stair, you feel like it's you in the stair. You about to fight the stairway. It's not easy, especially at the beginning stages of working out. You're extra tired. Every part of your body freaking hurts. So I got a personal trainer. I'm working on seeing if he guys can talk to you about so he can share his point of view. I can't wait to share my story regarding him, because I reached out to him sometime yesterday to see if he would come and talk to me so he can share his version of the story of helping me work out. Because guys, he got into my behind. Do you hear me? My first day of working out, trainers have this evaluation thing that they do just to see where you at. And he asked me these series of questions, and I lied about the series of questions about I could do this, I could do that. Doing the workout, he called me on my crap. He's like, you ain't never do this for a day of your life. I tried to act like I was fit, but my body told on myself. I can't wait to share that story with you. I reached out to him, so hopefully that's coming soon, that you guys can hear his view on helping me lose the weight, because he got into me. Do you hear me? So to go back to what I was saying is you have to make time for what's important. For those of you who are moms and can't afford a nanny, at the time I couldn't afford a nanny, so things may be a little different for me. In the future, if God still decides to bless me with another kid, at that point I can afford a nanny. But at the time, let me correct myself. At the time, I could afford a nanny, but I'm frugal and cheap, and I had trust issues. I had a bad childhood, and I didn't want to trust anyone for my kids. So let me just be honest and transparent about that. If I really wanted to pay for a nanny, I could have. And if I really wanted to get the help, I could have. But I was not healed. I was broken, and I had trust issues. So I had to make sacrifices to get up early and work out with a family. And I specifically want to say that for the people who don't feel like you don't have the time. You're at the end, and just to let you know, at the beginning, you're gonna die because your body's not used to it, and then your sleep time is gonna have to change. This means you're gonna have to train your whole household. It's gonna take a while. I had to train my son to go to bed a certain time. every night. I had to train my household. I'm not saying that my household like dogs you gotta train, but my ex-husband knew at a certain time of day the lights had to be off. We all had to go to sleep because mommy gotta wake up at 3 a.m. because mommy gotta get fined. Mommy gotta get healthy. Mommy gotta go to the gym. So everybody needs to go to bed. All right. So I specifically wanted to say this for the mothers who feel like, when do I have time? When do I have time? I work, he works. When do I have time? Early in the morning. And by the way, the benefits of working out early in the morning is that you get it out the way. You don't have to be sitting at work and all day long worrying about, oh my God, I really don't want to work out, and worry about working out in the middle of the day, worry about working out at night. It is better to just knock it out. Just knock it out in the morning, and you don't have to worry about it. Just like meditation and spending time with God. Knock it out in the morning, okay? And the second thing is consistency. I went to the gym every day but the weekends. And sometimes I did go on the weekends. I was very consistent. Plus, Abe wouldn't, my trainer at the time wouldn't allow me. I was so, guys, my body was in bad shape. No Spanx in the world could have hide all that stuff, okay? In the picture that I posted, that's in the thumbnail right now, I had Spanx on, and the Spanx kept rolling down. It was just horrible, horrible, horrible. But consistency is important. It doesn't make sense to work out sometime. You're not going to see the results that you want. Consistency is important. Even if consistency is every other day, that's still consistency. As long as you do it, and realistically, don't start off working out like so-and-so at the gym. Start off with what you know you can commit to, because what happens is if you overcommit yourself and say that I'm going to work out every day, and then you end up not working out every day, you're going to get discouraged and you're going to stop. So what you want to do is, when I say consistency, realistic expectation, realistic goals you know that you can meet. So when you surpass the goal, it's kind of like you're rewarding yourself. You know what I mean? So consistency was important for me to lose those freaking 40 pounds. Do you understand me? Okay? Consistency. I worked out every day but the weekend, and then sometimes I would go on a weekend. And oh my God, I can't read my own handwriting. And of course, I had to watch what I ate. And it was very hard because I'm Haitian and my ex-husband is from the St. Thomas, and my whole tribe is Caribbean. So it was very hard. So it took self-discipline to say no. Repeat after me, guys. No. No. You go to the baby shower, you know that day your cheat meal is tomorrow. You're not going to have the rice or the ice cream at the baby shower. No. Watch my lips. No. No. You're going to say no. And the great part about being an adult and paying your own bills and shopping, don't bring things in your house that you know is going to be a temptation. Like for me, when I'm an adult, I pay my own bills, I live in my own house, I'm not bringing bread in my house. Ezekiel bread, yes. Okay, rice will not exist in my house. There will be no rice in my house. The only time me and my future husband will be eating rice is as a cheat meal. Outside of that, we'll be eating cauliflower rice, whatever. Okay, so you have to control your shopping. Don't buy the big potato chip bag. Why? Because you're in your mind, while you're at the supermarket, you're going to say to yourself, I'm only going to have a serving of one. No, you're not, sis. I've been there. I've sat there and ate the whole bag before. So that's the great thing about being an adult and not being a kid and paying your own bills and shopping for yourself. You control what you go. You control what comes in that house. And I'm giving my example. For me, when I'm shopping, there will be no bread. There will be Ezekiel bread, but there will be no bread. There will be no Doritos, and there will be no whack chips. There will be only healthy vegan chips or keto chips. There will be stuff like that. So the key is, when you shop, Don't bring things in your house that you know it's going to be a temptation. You use those things as a cheat meal to treat yourself. Like for me, what I'm going to do is as my cheat meal on a Friday or a Saturday or whatever day of the week that my cheat meal is, I'm going to obviously eat rice or whatever. Bread, I highly recommend to eat Ezekiel bread, because any other bread outside of Ezekiel bread is just like, I tried to eat a sandwich yesterday. I took one bite and I couldn't even finish the sandwich. And it was just regular bread. I just can't do it. I can't do it no more because them carbs, yo. Them carbs. Those carbs, people. Those carbs. So the point is, you control what you eat. No. 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 You have to say no. And when I mean no, meaning for those of you who work a 9 to 5, they have that potluck. No. The events that you go to, no, I can't eat that. You're going to have that smart person, girl, live your life. It's one life to live, girl. What, you trying to be skinny, Winnie? Yes. I mean, oh my God, enjoy your life. I'm enjoying my life. There's always somebody making a comment, and normally they have a waistline look like SpongeBob. And by the way, the same people that talk about, oh my God, girl, just eat and enjoy your life. 3 years later, they calling you, asking you for advice how to lose weight. Girl, please, bye. So no, say no, 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 I don't want that. And choose the healthy meal. No matter how much they mock you and they want, I'm going to live my life. Go ahead, boo-boo, live your life. Embrace that SpongeBob waist while I rub on my abs. So just say no, and when you shop, control what you shop. When you're in a grocery store, don't go grocery shopping hungry, because if you go grocery shopping hungry, you're going to pick up everything. So don't bring anything in the house that you know that you're not, that's going to be too much of a temptation for you. I've been through several journeys. Now, this is important what I'm about to talk about next. This fourth thing I'm going to talk about. I've been through several journeys as far as my eating. Now, when I first started losing weight at the beginning in 2010, Abe gave me a meal plan, okay, and I went by that meal plan. Now, as I got older and went and started working out on my own, I was vegan for a while, and that really helped my body. I mean, helped my body tremendously. My blood work was through the roof, to the point where my doctor called me to compliment me on my blood work. Being vegan was one of the best decisions I made in my life. I was vegan for 2 years. The reason why, 2 years and a half, the reason why I decided not to be vegan in 2 years, I didn't want to be a fake vegan, because I started craving sushi and steak, and I went out and I was buying sushi and steak. So I was like, let me just be transparent and authentic and not fake being vegan, and just stop being vegan. And I decided to be pescatarian. So first I went and I stopped being vegan, and I was eating the steaks and I was eating the sushi, and then I stopped and I was like, okay, now I'm going to be pescatarian. So I went from vegan to pescatarian, and then I realized, I'm like, I love my chicken and I love my steak. So I decided not to do all of that. And now what I've decided to do, until I change my mind. But for right now, I feel like it's for eternity. But then, we change our mind. I decided to do a low carb diet. But all of those lifestyles that I did, and I don't want to call them diet, because I didn't just do them for 3 months. I did vegan for 2.5 years. I did pescatarian for 1.5 years, and then the low carb. I've been doing the low carb for 2.5 years, 3 years. I've been doing a low carb, and that's been working for me. And another thing too, you have to figure out what works for your body. What works for your friend, your best friend, your sister, your mother doesn't necessarily work for me. People encourage people to eat 3 meals a day. Guys, I cannot eat 3 full meals a day. If I eat 3 full meals a day, I will continuously have a SpongeBob waistline. I can only eat two full meals. I can only eat 2 full meals a day and supplement one of those meals with a shake or a healthy snack like a banana, an orange, or fruit. So during the day, I'll have 2 full meals, and then I'll have, if I don't have access to a shake or a drink, I'll have like a fruit or something healthy. But I can't have 3 full meals, and this is why I can't hire any personal trainer, and I can't have anyone train me, because people are not understanding that I am not like all your clients. I have one kidney. I have a sensitive digestive system. I can't be on this what do you call this blanket treatment where a trainer puts all his clients on the same exact plan. I can't do that. I have one kidney. I'm an older woman, and my digestive system is really, really sensitive. I've tried eating 3 meals a day and literally get sick. I literally get physically sick, and then I have no patience in trying to explain to a trainer, no, this meal plan you're putting me on, I can't go on it because I can't eat all that food. So you have to figure out what works best for your body. Just because I do low carbs and I prefer to eat cauliflower rice, and I prefer to eat Ezekiel bread, and I prefer to eat 2 meals a day versus 3 meals a day, and supplement one meal with something super light, super healthy, or just eat 2 meals and don't eat nothing else. Just because I'm doing that doesn't mean that's gonna work for you. You understand what I'm saying? I had to figure out what worked for me. And I paid attention to my body when I ate 3 meals a day. And I realized that I wasn't doing well. I literally physically got sick. My body frame and my digestive system and my kidneys cannot process all of that. For those of you who don't know, I have one kidney. I donate that to my son. I can't handle all that food in my body. I just can't do it. So you have to figure out whatever that is, what's best for you. That's very important. You got to figure out, and you got to put your foot down with some of these trainers, because what happened is some of these trainers, the only trainer that I found that gave me a meal designed for me is Abe. But everybody else tried to like put me on these stupid diets that all of their clients are on, and I just couldn't be on that. So that's very important. It's how I lost the weight and kept it off. I think one time I gained back 10 pounds of that weight, and that was because it was kind of a celebration thing. I was separated from my ex, and I had moved back in with my parents after the separation, and after a year I got my own place. After a year of living with my parents, I was able to get my own place. And when I got my own place, I think I overdid it in celebrating. I was cooking steak every night. I'm like, I'm free. So I was celebrating so hard that I gained 10 pounds. And the guy I was dating at the time didn't even tell me that I gained 10 pounds, but I was able to lose it like that within 2 months. But outside of that, I've been pretty okay with it. In fact, if anything, I've lost too much weight, and I'm at 140 right now. I wouldn't mind being at 150. I wouldn't mind being in any weight that gets me the muscle gain that I want to get back. So I don't necessarily want to gain weight. If I could find a way to get muscle back without gaining weight, that's fine too. I just don't know how to do that. So I'm in the process of researching how can I gain muscle without gaining weight, or is that even possible? It's not my field. I stay in my lane. I don't know much about this stuff, so I have to research it, or I can speak to Abe about that. So this is what I wanted to talk about today. So how I lost the weight is simple, guys. I had someone tell me the truth, because what happens is we hang around people that are not necessarily healthy. They don't eat what they're supposed to eat. They don't work out, and they're all telling us that we're beautiful. Everyone told me that I look great, until my sister rude ass told me that I was fat. Her rude self told me that I was fat. So you have to have people around you to tell you when you gain weight or not. You have to have a friend, at least one person, when you post that pic, she's like, sis, your face getting a little round. That's one. We have to have people around us that represent who we are. Because what happens is when I started hanging around those people that were eating so much and they never worked out, my weight dropped like that. That's the second thing. You have to have you have to have the right trainer, because Abe was the perfect fit for me. First of all, our personalities, the connection was, we got along great, and I needed that hard. He was like my sister. He was such a hard ass. His rude ass. Let me tell you what he did. So when my first two sessions with Abe, I don't know what you call the machine that you lay on, but you pull, like you're pulling back like this. So I'm laying on the machine and I'm pulling. He's like, 3, 2, 1. He said, oh, stop. I was like, what? He said, look to your right. I said, why? He said, ma'am, look to your right. I looked to my right and I saw a mirror. I'm like, what am I looking at? He said, look to your right. And he said, look down. He said, you see that belly right there? We need to get rid of that because that's disgusting. Yes, my trainer told me that my stomach was disgusting because when I sat down, it looked like I was 3 months pregnant. So I had a pretty face and my body was just disgusting. So you have to get a trainer where there's a connections, your personalities match, where he or she is able to tell you the truth. They're able to put you on a custom meal plan, and that is the difference between Abe and everybody else. He put me on a custom plan, not a plan that he puts everybody on. And that way you can lose the weight. And if you are a mom or you're a person that procrastinate, I would suggest that you get your workout done early in the morning. Trust me when I tell you. If you are a person that still goes to the gym in this pandemic, I would suggest go early in the morning or get a membership that's 24 hours so you can go anytime that you want. I'm telling you guys, it works. When you get the workout done early in the morning, it works. You don't have to come up with excuses later on. And be consistent. Don't just work out here and there. If you're not consistent with your workout, you're not going to see the significant difference in your body. And then the great thing about being consistent, when you are consistent, you're going to start seeing the difference in your body when you go in the bathroom, when you're naked, and when you're taking a shower, and you notice your thighs a little bit harder. You're standing in the mirror like, Yes, that's going to encourage you to even be more consistent when you see the results, because you're going to see the results when you're consistent. Watch what you eat. No, those no's. You have to say those no's when you're out in public. No, I don't want the rice. I don't want the bread. Okay? And watch what you bring in the house when you're grocery shopping. Okay? And pick whatever lifestyle that you want. Vegan, pescatarian, low carb, whatever works for you. I'm telling you, don't listen to them trainers trying to make you eat 6-7 times a day. If that doesn't work for you, then it doesn't work for you. Find someone, a nutritionist or a trainer that's going to understand your body, your health. Someone that's going to ask you to see your blood work. People that actually care about you, that they're not training for like Abe. Abe is passionate about helping people lose weight, passionate about making sure people look good and feel good. So you want to find a trainer that's passionate about what he looks. And please stop getting these trainers that don't look like trainers. They fat themselves. Listen, if you are not fit, do not come to me talking about you want to train me. And please, if all of your clients ain't losing weight and all your clients have SpongeBob bodies, there's no consistent before and after success stories, don't slide in my DM. Don't come to me. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. If I'm offending anybody, just get offended. If you are a personal trainer, you got no business not looking your best. You need to look ripped. I'm sorry. You are your business card. Forget a physical business card. You are your business card. Your clients are your business cards. If you have clients for over a year and your clients have lost no weight and they don't look any better from the first day that they were your clients, what are you doing? Don't become a solicitor to me, because you're going to get played by me, because the answer will be no. Okay? The people that I follow on social media that are into fitness, I follow them because they inspire me, because their bodies and their lives are their business card. They don't need any marketing. I see their marketing when they wake up every day and they're actually working out and their bodies are fit. Don't be hiring these trainers that don't look like trainers, and don't be hiring trainers that can't show you one client where this client was their client for 6-8 months, where there was a success story. Every client eating what they want, doing what they want. So you know what that tells me? They're not in it to help people. They're in it for the money. They're in it just to pay their bills. So it's just a job for them. It's not a passion. It's not a purpose. You want to find a trainer where getting people fit is they're passionate about it. Like they feel it. When you post that picture of the before and after, they feel proud. They feel like they lost the weight. They feel like, man, I'm so proud of you. They don't see you as just a paycheck. Yes, they're getting paid for it, but it just happens to be that what they're passionate about and their purpose, they get paid for it. And I'm sorry I'm getting a little antsy about it, but it gets on my nerve when you see trainers training people and you don't even look right. Why don't you stop training and you get a trainer for yourself and you get right? Now, you need to start kicking these clients off your roster list. That don't make no sense. That's like hiring somebody, an investor for you to invest your money to make you money. He or she has been on your payroll for 5 years, and you hire them to make you money. And for 5 years, they haven't made you no money, but they still on your payroll, and you ain't fire them? Where do they do that at? I just don't understand that. So please, do not hire these trainers that don't have receipts. Receipts. If you're going to be a trainer, this is your business card. And that's on period. If you're going to be your trainer, your business cards are your clients. And I'm not talking about your clients that you just have long-term clients. You need to show that your long-term clients are doing the work. And if you keep them as your clients, that means you don't care. Don't slide in my DM. That means you don't care. You don't care. You're just there for the money. You want the money, and that's it. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. So that's how I lost the weight, guys. There's no secret. I'm sorry if you clicked on here and you wanted me to show you pictures of meals and stuff, and you thought I was going to say something special. I'm so sorry to be a party pooper, but there's really nothing special. That's it. You get up, you do the work. You get up and you be consistent. You surround yourself with people that's going to tell you the truth of when you gain weight or when you lose the weight. That's my sister, Kay, and that was Abe. If you go grocery shopping, don't bring things in the house that you know that you're not going to eat. And by the way, your cheat meal is a cheat meal, not a cheat day. Let me repeat that. Your cheat meal is not a cheat day. This means that Monday through Thursday, you eat clean. On Friday, you're going to pick one meal out the day that's a cheat meal. It doesn't mean breakfast, lunch, and dinner is your cheat day. There's a big difference. I just thought I would share that for, just in case somebody didn't understand. Cheat day, cheat meal. Cheat meal, sis. Cheat meal, my brother. Cheat meal. Okay? By the way, do I have moments when I slip? Yeah. I don't have them very often, only because it affects me mentally when I'm not physically at where I want to be. So that stops me from doing it as often as I do, but I do sometimes. So hopefully this helped. I hope you guys are not disappointed thinking I was going to give you the big old secret or how I lost the weight, but no, it's just old school consistency and just going to the gym. And for those of you who are moms and don't have time to do it, and for those of you who are mamas and you got your paper, you can hire someone to come to your house early in the morning while your whole family's sleeping and to work out. For all my CEOs out there making six figures and you millionaires out there, Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You got no excuses not to lose that damn weight. You know damn well you got money to hire a personal trainer to come in that damn house while your whole house is sleeping to work you out. What excuse you have, sis? That don't make no sense. I'm happy for you and your business. I'm happy you stacking your paper. I'm here for you, sis. But when I'm telling you, I mean, you have to be alive to enjoy that money. You're making the money and you don't want to take care of your health. So your kids are not going to enjoy their mother. I'm all about making that money, making that paper, but you have to take care of yourself, especially if you have the money to do it. Is no excuse. No excuse. Especially if you're a millionaire, you got no excuse. You can hire a chef. You can hire a personal trainer to come to your house. You can hire a massage person to come massage you after your personal training. You can hire a nanny. I mean, the list goes on and on. I have no sympathy for rich folks that have problems with their weight. I understand we all have the same struggle, but you got access to stuff. Hire a freaking cook. Hire someone to come in and cook for you. Hire a personal trainer. There's no excuse at all. I have no sympathy for you. Don't be mad at me, okay? I love you. Anyways, gotta go, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Watch my best friend. Watch my best friend when she watches this video. She's like, girl, you ain't say nothing new. Of course I didn't. It's just old-fashioned stuff. Anyways, guys, let me let you go. Have a nice day. I don't know. I may re-record this video. I may re-record it.